Hello friends, family and people of YouTube. I've not done an update in a while, so I thought I would. I did promise to keep my friends and family updated to what we were doing here in France, and I'm going to try and stick to that promise. Now this is going to be a longer video than normal. I'm going to do a few takes, a few cuts, and try and improve the quality a bit. There's a lot to show you. Not just the farm itself and what's growing, where we've got to on there, but also we've been working on mine and Jem's future accommodation, which is this garage. There's lots to see, and I will take you upstairs and show you what we've done very soon. But first, I've been struggling with my asthma the last few days. Couldn't figure out why. And then Dennis was wandering past a little bush. Well, I say a little bush, it was a big lilac bush, sat just outside the garage, and his chest tightened up. It was in full bloom. And sure enough, it's been since that's been in bloom, so we've cut it down. That's all that's left. It was quite big, to say the least, but it won't go to complete waste. We will sort it out, wood chip it, and put it around the bottom of plants and things. So it's a shame to get rid of it. It was very pretty, it smelled nice, but it affected both of our asthmas. Anyway, there is what's left of the lilac. Yes, it was massive, and it still stinks now. So I'll now take you down and show you how the swales are going and what else we've been up to. Right, we're down on the field now, and we got some compost. We got lots of compost. Down at the Déchetterie, which is like the local tip where you take all your recycling and all your rubbish, they had lots and lots of compost. All of that was 20 euros. It was a full trailer, and we got 2 of them. The other one, I did some sheet mulching. Now sheet mulching is simple. You cut the grass down short, stick some cardboard down and chuck the compost on top. And then you plant straight in the compost. There you go. We've got some lettuce and some cabbage and some other stuff, including some purple sprouting broccoli, some ordinary broccoli, and that's all down there. And I started edging it with this wood, and that's from the tree that came down next door when we had the huge storm about a week ago. Yeah, it was about a week ago. They were kind enough to give them. And the swales, what we got on the swales? Well, things are growing. Yes, they are. Things are growing nicely. I'll show you. Here is the bottom swale, and that is lots of potatoes, some catnip in between, which helps to get rid of some of the pests. And oh look, we don't want that in there, do we? There we go. Let's get rid of that. Don't want them in there. So, and here we've got some sunflowers, some melons and squash. That's new. That's a squash. Yeah, coming up. More squash coming up. I didn't expect them to come up, but there you go. And here are lots of tomatoes given to us by a friend of ours. And we've got different ones. There's tiger stripes, there's orange tomatoes, there's creme noir, there's beef tomatoes, there's black tomatoes, and yeah, so all those, each pair is a different sort of tomato. As you can see, not had as much rain. The swale's a little emptier now, but it's doing its job. And here's all the tomatoes I planted first. As you can see, again, a bit of catnip, and there's some black basil down in between. Black basil and some ordinary basil. That helps with the flavour and wards off some of the nasties that eat your tomatoes. Also, as you can see, growing in there is lots and lots of clover. The clover seeds were put down because they help fix nutrients, nitrogen mainly, into the soil, which tomatoes love. And we've got a wild mint that's volunteered itself to help ward away the pests. So that's this section. We shall go and have a look at the orchard and what's been going on there next. Okay, so now we're in the start of the orchard. As you know, before we just put lots of straw down, and what we found is the weeds are still coming up through, but what it did do was make the soil very, very moist underneath. It kept it really moist even when it was dry, and it made the weeds really easy to pull up. So what we've done is we pulled back all the straw and we've sheet mulched underneath. So if you have a look under here, it's all cardboard. This is all the packing boxes that my mum and Dennis had. So many, this whole thing. We pulled it all back, pulled out all the nastier weeds like the thistles and stuff which might poke their way through, and everything else. And we've got strawberries poking their heads up. We've got that. Got more strawberries. That's one of our comfrey. It's doing really, really well. Very good plant, that one. Lots and lots of uses, including as a fertiliser. And more strawberries. I'm afraid our nectarine didn't look like it survived the move. Sad, but I wasn't going to leave it there. And there's another comfrey, the apple tree that was here when we moved here. And then here, we haven't sheep mulched up here yet, as you can see by the weeds coming through, because we knew there were some potatoes. And we wanted to let them get their heads through so we could see where they were. Here we go. Potatoes. Lots of potatoes. Yes, we're not going to be short of potatoes this year. And that's our plum tree. So that's what we've done so far outside on the farm. We have plans for lots more swales, lots of trees the other side of the fence where the swales are, and we're going to keep going. The bed that I put down with just the sheep mulch and the compost, got another one of them going in soon. Hopefully have that done before the next update. Don't know what I'm going to plant in it yet, but we'll figure it out. Now let's go and have a look at the work I've done in the garage. Now this is more for family to look at and see how we're doing. Anyway, we'll catch you upstairs. Okay, we're in the garage. As you can see, it's just a garage. So far, as I say, this is where me and Jem will be living eventually. This will be our living area. There'll also be a very small bathroom in here. Just a shower, a composting toilet, nothing much. And this is the kitchen, which was once a salon, a hair salon. So this is what we got so far. Sink in probably the worst place possible beyond the door, but you have to live with it. Cupboard rescued from the garage. That is lovely. And this is it so far. Nothing much, still lots of work to do there. Some more units to put in. It's a bit temporary at the moment. Now we're going to go upstairs. Let me show you the stairs going up. They're not fun. They're really not fun. We're going to be replacing them. The plan is to get a new set of stairs, and then, as you can see this roof above me, I'm going to take half of that out. Half of all that gone. Back to about here, back to about halfway. And we're going to have a mezzanine upstairs for the bedroom. So I'll take you up there now. Okay, we're up in the top of the garage now. This is where the bedroom's going to be, where the mezzanine will be. And we're doing all the roof work now before we take the floor out, because then we don't have to climb up quite so tall ladders. Done quite a bit of it, as you can see. It's this tongue and groove. It's going to be the finish on the roll. That bit we haven't done yet because we are having a Vetlux window put in the middle of there to let all the light flood in, and it will flood straight downstairs as well. The insulation we're using is modern insulation. We didn't want to use fiberglass, didn't want to use rock wool. They're horrible. So using this stuff. You see, silver foil with like this fibre inside. It's no bits, it's clean, it's lovely to work with. So lots to do there. We'll be trimming the edges like this and trimming all the edges. The walls will also be tongue groove. This outside wall will be tongue groove. We'll be putting the same insulation on there, putting battens on first, and then nailing it up. Had lots of fun using the nail gun. And the inside wall, obviously, don't need insulation there because it's already insulated on the other side, and not much sound goes through. So that's the upstairs, and that's what we've done so far. Lots and lots of work to do. So I'll catch you back outside in a second. Well, that's it from us for now. Me and Joy here. It's Solstice today, so happy Solstice you all. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll try and have another update in another week or so. Catch you all later.